Good evening and welcome to Bass High School, where tonight WSM brings you a Western Buckeye League matchup here in Week 10. The St. Mary Rough Riders are in town. They are playing the Bath Wildcats. My name is Mark Shine. My pleasure to be play-by-play. Alongside Jack McGuire to do our color commentary this evening. St. Mary's comes in at 7-2. They are 6-2 in the Western Buckeye League. The Bath Wildcats are 5-4. They are 5-3 in the conference. And Jack, two very contrasting styles, what we're going to see offensively tonight.
I think that's an understatement. One team loves to go to the air, and the other one literally doesn't. Just a ground and pound like we haven't seen in quite some time.
Jack's going to give us our keys to the football game. Jack, how about St. Mary's first?
Well, you got to feed the beast. St. Mary's #1 rushing attack at 338 yards a game. Dominic Osborne, 11 yards from 1,000 on the year. He leads the WBL, while two of his teammates are still top 10 in rushing for him. And they got to play clean football. St. Mary's, believe it or not, second most penalties, most penalty yardage in the WBL. And why not open up the pass game? Bath ranks 8th in the league in passing yards allowed per game. But when we go to the Wildcats and see what they have going, you need to get an early dose of Mikey Hale. 5th in the WBL in rush yards per game at just over 95. Open up that Wildcats' excellent pass game. Force passing downs. St. Mary's last in WBL in pass yards at 14 a game. So Bath also needs to avoid costly turnovers. St. Mary's leads the WBL in turnover margin comfortably at plus 11.
Those are our keys to the game from Jack. We appreciate that. We're going to have our opening kickoff coming up after this in just a moment. It's St. Mary's and it's Bath in the final game of the Western Buckeye League season here. You're watching high school football on WOSN. Good evening and welcome to Bath High School. We're tonight in the Week 10 of the high school football season. Our WSN broadcast is from Bath High School, where we will have a matchup of two teams that are headed to the playoffs next week. Where and when are still to be determined, and this game will have some bearing on that particular situation. It's St. Mary's here, and they are playing the Bath Wildcats. My name is Mark Shine. My pleasure to play-by-play. Alongside Jack McGuire. Jack, St. Mary's comes in 7-2, 6-2. Bath 5-4, 5-3. Looks like a contrasting style of game, though, this evening.
Yeah, I think that's an understatement. One team loves to chuck it through the air, and the other one doesn't, needless to say. One of the most proficient ground and pound games we've seen in some time.
So let's take a look at our keys tonight. Brought to Jack will give us our keys to the game. Let's start with St. Mary's first, Jack.
Well, you got to feed the beast. St. Mary's #1 rushing attack at 338 yards a game. Dominic Osborne leads that. He's 11 yards away from 1,000 yards, leads the WBL in rushing touchdowns. And the three main backs for this team all rank top 10 in rushing in the WBL. And then St. Mary's needs to play clean football. St. Mary's second most penalties in the league, most penalty yardage in the WBL. And then why not open up the pass game tonight? Bath ranks 8th in the league in passing yards allowed per game. And when we move to the Bath Wildcats, it's going to be an early dose of Mikey Hale. Mikey Hale ranks 5th in the WBL in rush yards per game at 95.6 a game. That'll help open up the Wildcats' excellent pass game. Then they need to force some passing downs. St. Mary's last in the WBL in pass yards per game at 14. So get on them early, force them to throw the ball, and you'll be looking at a good situation. And then avoid costly turnovers. St. Mary's leads the WBL in turnover margin at plus 11. So you don't want to be giving them the ball too often.
Thanks for our keys tonight, Jack. We're going to have a obviously important high school football game as we head into the playoffs. Both teams trying to secure a home date and also trying to build some momentum going into the playoffs. It's St. Mary's and it's Bath. It's coming up next. You're watching high school football on WOSN. Welcome back to Bath High School, where today's presenting sponsor is the People's Bank. We are invested in the communities we serve. Your bank, your way. Mark Shine, Jack McGuire here from Bath High School. St. Mary's won the toss. They took the football. That means we're going to see a heavy dose of run game very early on. You'll see number 24. That'll be Dominic Osborne, 989 yards rushing. He averages 6 yards every time he touches the football. And he's got 18 touchdowns on the year. Joining him in the backfield will be number 34, Colton Mabry. 751 yards, 8 scores for him, and he missed some time with an injury earlier. The fullback will be Caleb Schmidt. Caleb has 693 yards rushing, 5 touchdowns for him, and they'll mix in a host of other guys as well. The quarterback will be Aiden Minerding. He's only thrown 18 passes on the season. He's completed 11 for 2 touchdown passes. 116 yards for him through the air. And as you said, Jack, they want to keep the ball on the ground this evening.
It's a three-headed monster that nobody wants to see. It'll be definitely a challenge for Bath to try and stop those guys up front. You never know where that ball's going to go with that old-fashioned wing tee offense, but it's bound to be fun to watch.
Our head official tonight is Mike Clark. His teammates will be Deontay Scott, Bob Byatt, Ted Morris, Mark Henderson, and Jeremy Rushell, our officiating crew this evening. To kick off for the Bath Wildcats will be Carson Myers. And we got a couple guys deep. Jacob Kessler's deep on one side, and let's get the number on the other side. Looks like, well, let's get the kickoff. Good dribble down the field to the Wildcats. They bounce it around, bounces into the hands of Colton Mabry. And Mabry will be up around the 35-yard line. Initial possession for St. Mary's. The Rough Riders averaged 338 yards on the ground. That's number one in the conference. They averaged 35.6 points per game. And that is second in the Western Buckeye League. Football is on the 36-yard line. First possession. See, number 17 is the quarterback. That's Aiden Meinerding, 6', 155 junior. And the backfield will be Mabry. Mabry will get the first handoff, and he will bully up towards the middle of the line and get about nothing.
And it may be the first play, but that's what you want to see right out of the gate. Meeting him at the line of scrimmage, limiting that gain on the ground.
And they're going to give him a yard. We'll call it the 37-yard line. Looking at what the Wildcats do defensively, they give up 30.6 points per game. That's ninth in the conference. And they give up a total of 356.7 yards per game. And they lead the league in touchdowns giving up on the ground at 29. Headed right, hit the left side this time is Osborne. Osborne trying to turn the corner. He's going to get over the 40.
And I think you take that any day if you're Bath. Yes, it's third and somewhat manageable for this team. But like I said in pregame, you maybe want to force some passing situations. 3rd and 5, 3rd and a short 5. See what happens here.
Osborne got to the 42-yard line where it is third. They need to get to the 46 for the first down. 3rd down. Meinerding goes under center. It's Osborne running to his left, and he's got the first down.
And the flag came out.
It did. Let's see how this plays out. If there has been a negative for St. Mary's this year, they've been penalized for more yards than anybody in the conference. It's going to be a face mask, however, that will go against Bath.
It's not surprising. On that tackle, he definitely got twisted up a little bit. So on top of that ground and pound game, you don't want to add yards.
First downs are brought to you by Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken. And he does. He gets, thanks to the penalty that's tacked on there, all the way to the Bath 39-yard line. And Bath is the most penalized team in the Western Buckeye League. They've been penalized 53 times this season.
It'll be interesting to see because they've been penalized the most, but St. Mary's has given up the most penalty yardage, and they're right behind them by 1 penalty in the WBL as far as total.
Correct. Meinerding under center. This handoff will be to Mabry up the middle. Mabry just short gain that time for him.
In those early down situations, Bath got all the energy. They're meeting them at the line of scrimmage up the gut. It's those runs to the outside that they need to try and hone in on.
2nd and 9. See, Meinerding hops over to the sideline to get a play call from Coach Fry. 7-2, 6-2. They're in Region 12 of Division III. Bath showing blitz. Kessler goes in motion. They got him to jump. Bath got a little bit excited. That'll be their 2nd penalty. Got a little bit excited, trying to make that play at the line of scrimmage. I'll take it to the 33-yard line where it'll be 2nd down.
To be fair, I don't blame them. All that motion going on, you never know where that ball's going to go in this offense. But as I said before, you are the most penalized team. You got to clean it up if you're going to take on a squad like the Rough Riders.
Back to the full house backfield they go. This is Schmidt off left tackle. Schmidt pushing for the first down marker. I think he fell forward to get it. Let's see the call. It is. That's another Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken first down.
And it was that second effort. He got to the first down marker, but that second effort was able to pick up a couple extra yards, really taking on that Bath front line.
So the football got down to the 26-yard line. It was a pickup of 7. First down. And this time it's going to be a rider who jumps. He's saying he got pulled off, and official didn't buy that. So this will take it back to the 31 and make it 1st and 15.
This can help Bath. I mean, like I said, those runs up the gut outside of that last one, they've been handling their business fairly well. Back them up a little bit, maybe force them into a passing down.
Number 44, Liam Sullivan, is leading tackler for the Wildcats this year. Keep an eye on him this evening. Pitch left, headed left, Dominic Osborne. And he's going to run into a herd of Wildcats, including number 58, Isaiah Foster.
Finally, the Wildcats getting to the outside, really challenging those runs to the outside.
I want to thank Layfeld Industrial for being our instant replay people this evening. Gained about a yard that time as he got to the maybe 2 to the 29. It's 2nd down. Gonna throw. Chase from the back. Here's Meiterding's throw. It's picked off. Throws it into the hands of Daniel Cole.
And
Jack, that's right what you talked about in the pregame,
Jack. That's exactly what you wanted. You wanted to force them into passing downs, but St. Mary's deciding, hey, we'll go to the air a little early here. And Daniel Cole just reading that perfectly, going up for it, making a beautiful play on the ball, giving the Wildcats their first possession of the game now.
8:43 to go, opening quarter. Wildcats will get their first possession. We'll give you some names to look at here after the first play as they take over on their 16-yard line. Zach Welch is the quarterback. He's alone in the backfield right now. Trips right, 2 receivers left. Quick pass out. This is caught over here on the sideline by Vinny Vendetta.
And that, it doesn't matter what quarterback you have. We know Zach Welch knows how to sling the rock, but just getting those easy completions early on, get the confidence up, keep the ball moving against a defense like this.
Give you Welch's numbers here in just a moment. He's had a really fine year. This is a pass out to Hale. Mikey Hale looking for a place to run. He's going to be up over the 25-yard line and close to a first down.
Yeah, Zach Welch, over 2,100 yards passing coming into the year, 11 touchdowns. And we said Mikey Hale should get involved early, not expecting necessarily through the pass game.
Well, Jack, originally they signaled that it was short, and then they decided, nope, it's a first down. So that's a Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken first down at the 16 for the Wildcats. Zach Welch, 161 of 251 attempts. He's thrown 5 interceptions on the season, 2,109 yards, 11 touchdowns. He's also rushed for 16 touchdowns this year. Hale's behind him in the pistol set. Now Hale goes in motion. Look, Welch will tackle himself and run. Makes the first guy miss, and Welch will get up close to the 30.
And we know he can do that too. He's second on the team with 585 yards on the ground. Actually has 16 touchdowns on the ground too from the quarterback position.
Wildcat right back to the line of scrimmage. Hale's got a hole. Mikey Hale stumbles forward. His hat comes off as he gets up about the 34-yard line. So he's going to need a couple for a first down.
And Bath, you got to feel confident about what they're doing right now. They're staying on schedule, manageable yards, really marching on this Rough Riders defense.
Well, that must not have been Hale's hat. Came off because he's still in the game. Wildcats from the 34-yard line. It's 3rd and 2. Twin receivers go each way, and we just now started the play clock. 7:29 to go here in our opening quarter. And now they're going to change the formation. They're going to go trips right, 2 receivers left for Welch. And everybody looks over to get the play call and taps their helmet and say, yeah, I got it, coach. 3-man rush. Welch will run it, and he's going to run right into the arms of number 32, Taylor Compton.
He's right at that first down marker, and they're calling the first down for him.
They are, as he picks up a Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken first down on the run by quarterback Zach Welch.
And we'll see that plenty of times tonight. We all know he can sling the rock, but it's his feet that can get a lot of work done too.
Hale behind him this time. Hale takes the handoff, and he will be immediately have to pick up about a yard.
Finally, St. Mary's providing that physicality at the line of scrimmage. Bath early on getting just a couple runs. Yeah, 3-4 yards, but confidence builder runs.
He picks up a couple to the 38, does Hale. Trips right, 2 receivers left for Welch. And he will look, throw, quick out, and it's dropped out here on the side by Vendetta.
And Zach Welch is on the ground.
First incomplete, and Coach Russell says, why is my quarterback down? He took a pretty good shot when that one came to an end, and that's the first incompletion for Welch after a couple of successful throws. And again, Coach Welch wanting a call, but not getting anything from the officials right here.
Now we're going to see
3rd and 8.
Some of that Bath passing game most likely.
Hale goes in motion. Welch to throw, bubble screen. Caught by Vendetta. Then he makes the first guy miss and dives forward. He's going to be short of the first down.
The idea is good, but just a couple stutter steps. St. Mary's filling those gaps, making sure.
Wildcats are right back up there. They're going to go for this from the 40, their own 42-yard line. And we're going to get a flag, and they got him to jump.
They got him. We said it would be a battle of penalties, and we haven't been disappointed yet, Mark.
So that will be a Wildcat first down thanks to the penalty. Push it up close to the 48-yard line. And the Wildcats will get 4 more opportunities. Trips right, single receiver left. Hale behind Welsh, halfway through quarter number 1. Mikey Hale darts up the middle, gets to midfield.
And like they're going to Mikey Hale early on the ground. They want to open up that pass game. The only way you're going to do that is by giving him a chance to try and break something on the ground.
This will be the 10th play of the drive. Jack, this is a little bit like what St. Mary's wants to do, possess the football. Wildcats now got this ball, 8:43 to go, and burn 3 minutes off the clock. This will be play number 10. Welsh looks, throws it over the middle. Vendetta catches a strike.
What a catch by Vendetta, but what a pass by Welsh, putting it in a window that I'll tell you what, I couldn't throw it in.
Yet another Wildcat, Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken first down. Back to line of scrimmage they come, and Hale runs up the middle.
And I'm liking the juxtaposition. They're getting these runs, these plays that are just chipping away at yardage. And then they're also combining it with hurry up here and there. They got him to jump. That last play, they hurried up to the line after the big gain, trying to throw that St. Mary's defense off.
2nd and 9 for the Wildcats as they get the play call. Hale shifts into the backfield behind Welsh. Welsh going to throw it deep this time. He aired it out, and we get a lot of contact, and we're going to get a flag.
And I think that's an understatement. Right away, Vinny Vendetta just in a battle with that defender.
They've been going to Vendetta a lot here in the opening quarter. So if you have followed the Wildcats this year, Jackson Foster was their leading receiver. He broke a collarbone. They're hoping getting back in time for basketball season. But that will be a first down thanks to the penalty, and we'll take it all the way down to the 22-yard line.
And if you're Bath, you got to be feeling confident about a drive you're putting together against the second best defense in the WBL.
Play number 12 of the drive. Welch trips right, quick look, throws it back to the left, trying to lob it to the end zone, and unable to catch up with the football is Logan Markley, so that will fall incomplete.
And you knew they would take a shot at some point. Yep. One of those first down shots, tried to get it on the fade and just left it out in front of him a little bit. That defender really giving him trouble.
Trips right, 2 receivers left for Welch. It's 2nd and 10. And we're going to get a sideline warning against the Wildcats, and that's because Coach Russell was right. He's just pushing the edge right here. And the official was so happy about his flag, he threw it all the way to the track.
Hey, he's rewarding the passion, Mark. That's all he's doing.
All right, 2 receivers left. Trips right. 2nd and down.
Bath
and now, going to do some swapping people around here. His play clock is at 10. And they're still moving bodies around. Hale's the one constant behind Welch. Pitch Hale. trying to outnumber them on the side, and they couldn't do so because waiting for them is number 37, Parker Beam.
And they read that like a book. Despite the shift, Bath trying to throw them off the entire drive, that shift pretty much gave St. Mary's the opportunity to know where that ball was going.
Football goes back to the 24-yard line, right in the center of the field. And it will be third down. They need about 12.
And for this Bath offense, it's not necessarily worrisome.
3 down linemen. They send 5, though. Welsh looks, throws it to the end zone. He's got a guy open and heading for the end zone, diving into the end zone. Touchdown pass, Logan Markley.
And that defense, he found not only a soft spot, but it's just wide open. The patience in the pocket despite the pressure, getting down the sideline, diving. You really got to feel good if you're Bath putting together not only a touchdown drive, but such a methodical one against this defense.
24-yard touchdown pass, Zach Welch, Logan Markley. That is Markley's second touchdown catch of the season. Here's the PAT attempt that is missed. That's only the second missed PAT attempt of the year for the Wildcats, but they will take a 6-0 lead. Back in a moment. You're watching high school football on WOSN. Bath Wildcats then to scoreboard first. Our scoreboard today is brought to you by Ultimate Outdoor. Bring resort-style living to your backyard every day with luxury outdoor space by Ultimate Outdoor. 6-0 Wildcats. Carson Meyer missed just his second PAT attempt of the year. He had been 35 of 36. Wildcats still with a 6-0 lead. 14 plays, 4:39 went off the clock, and they went 84 yards.
That's exactly what you want to see. The St. Mary's defense doesn't give many opportunities to score. And for a Bath team fighting for playoff positioning, good way to start the game.
Here is Carson Meyer to do the kickoff duties again. And he will squib it down the field and take a couple of hops. And eventually bounces into the hands of Mabry. Look out. Colton Mabry still running with the football over midfield. So great field position, St. Mary's.
The engine on that kid, he was not going down until about everybody on the roster was bringing him down.
You know, with a short kickoff and a really solid run, St. Mary's will get the football on the plus side of the field at the Wildcat 49-yard line.
And that's what you want. Turned it over, allowed the touchdown. Why not start in Wildcat territory?
This is Kessler trying to run right. Kessler's got a little room to run. He runs into number 28, Landon Williams, but not to have a good pickup.
And already going to the outside. That's where this running attacks actually had success for St. Mary's. This time Kessler getting the nod.
Kessler had 291 rushes, rushing yards on the season. He had been playing quarterback. They moved him into that kind of third running back spot and moved Minerding into the quarterback position, into the fourth running back spot, I should say. This is a burst up the middle this time by Osborne. And Osborne will get a Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken first down to the Wildcat, 34-yard line, pickup of 9 for him.
And I believe that puts him over the 1,000-yard mark on the season. But finally, the Rough Riders finding some daylight up the middle of that defensive line.
Off the left side of the formation this time for Osborne. Not as much yardage this time. Bath stiffens a bit.
And that's what we've been seeing out of the Wildcats. Really holding their own in the center of that defensive line, making sure if the Rough Riders are going to get any success on the ground, they're going to have to earn it to the outside.
Single yard pickup, 2nd and 9, Wildcats, or Rough Riders. Heading left this time is Noah Dixon, trying to use his speed to get to the corner and lowers his shoulder. Nice run by Dixon.
Wildcats really getting to the ball now. I wouldn't say they've solved this St. Mary's offense because you never know, but allowing them into these 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6 situations, it's definitely what you want if you're the Wildcats against an offense like this.
3rd and 5 as they get to the 29. Long count. And this is Osborne. Osborne's fighting to get to the 25. He's going to be about a yard short of the first down.
Yeah, but you got to think this rushing attack, it's a no-brainer that they'll go for it here.
I would think so. It's 4th down. They need about a yard from the Wildcat 25-yard line as we approach 2 minutes to go, opening quarter. Marmaduke under center will turn, handoff. Bursting forward for the first down is Osborne. And that will be a Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken first down to the Wildcat 23-yard line.
It was right about this range that St. Mary's took a risk, and it didn't pay off. So I wonder if they'll stay on the ground this time.
You know, the penalty cost him last time. Felt he had to throw, and that's what happened. Osborne takes the handoff. He gets inside the 20.
And Osborne's running style, he doesn't bully people, but he just sheds people. He weaves his way through those defenders, able to pick up extra yardage after contact.
5-yard pickup, first down. It'll be 2nd and 5 from the Wildcat 17-yard line. Handoff. And Mabry darts into the end zone. Colton Mabry now has 9 rushing touchdowns on the season.
And you see it here going right up the gut. That offensive line creates a perfect hole for him. Just one man to beat, Daniel Cole, and he gets into the end zone for the score.
So St. Mary's comes right back with their own 8-play drive. And we'll take a look at the PAT attempt from them. This is Brady Triplett. He's 36 of 37 on the season. His PAT duties. And our Ultimate Outdoor scoreboard shows that he nailed it, and St. Mary's takes a 7-6 lead. Back in a moment, you're watching high school football on WOSN. St. Mary's takes a 7-6 lead. They do so on an 8-play drive, 2:58. They went 49 yards. Our Insta Replay tonight is brought to you by Layfeld Industrial and Welding Supplies with locations in Coldwater and Greenville. Jack McGuire, that was 8 plays, all on the ground to go 49 yards.
And the unique thing is, it seems like the offensive line woke up. We know those running backs can do their job. But on that first drive, it seems like everything going to the middle was a bit of a struggle for St. Mary's early on. That time, the offensive line was creating holes, giving them more opportunities. And Colton Mabry.
Will Glass, Camden Roth, Terry Ambrowski, Xander Post, Gavin Allers. A couple of tight ends, Jack Snethkamp and Keaton Fishbach. Those are the guys opening up holes that time to go 49 yards in 8 plays. Here's the kickoff. And it's headed down and will go past Vendetta into the end zone. Wildcat football with 1:05 to go here in the quarter. Cord cutters, you can watch WSN for free with an antenna on 44.2 or use our app for only $8 per month. Sign up at app.wsn.tv. Wildcats second possession.
And the juxtaposition a little bit, the Wildcats' first drive was the one that drained quite a bit of clock, and then St. Mary's with their rushing attack only took 3 minutes.
Trips left, single receiver right, Hale behind Welsh. Now Hale goes in motion, swing pass to him, Mikey Hale. And he's going to get up close to the 25-yard line and keeps fighting. Good play from Hale. He is that type of player, the junior is.
You just want to get the ball in his hands. He's going to create something good for you this time through the passing game.
6-yard pickup for him. Under a minute to go in our opening quarter here from Bath Stadium. It was 60 degrees at game time. It'll be in the low 50s by the time we wrap this one up. But no wind or just very light breeze this evening, so it's a very nice night for high school football in Week 10. Welsh. Quick out. Caught and dropped on the far side. Unable to snag the ball was Logan Markley.
And you don't want that. He was sitting there, not a defender around him, right past the first down marker. I think he was thinking about the play more than he was the catch there. You can't have those miscues.
Markley, 6'4", 180 junior, usually a very sure-handed young man. Got a little bit anxious to run that time. Hale way over by the sideline. Now he's going to jog back. Still 15 on the play clock. 3rd and 4 Wildcats. Quick pass, caught. Diving over the middle that time is Josiah Clark.
And Welsh knows that that's going to be there. You just had it the previous play, just a miscue.
9-yard pickup. Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken first down, Wildcats. They do not have to run a play if they would choose not to. The clock is running down, and Coach Russell has the look of someone who's going to take this one to the second quarter. And they do. A fast and well played opening quarter. St. Mary's 7, Bath 6. Second quarter coming up right after this. You're watching high school football on WOSN. Our first down sponsor tonight is Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken in Lima, Wapak, Delphus, and St. Mary's. Call Lee's for all your catering needs. Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken, where home style happens here. Wildcats just picked up a Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken first down, and they are on their own 35-yard line as we start quarter number 2. Hale goes in motion. Welch will look, and what? I think somebody didn't have a mouthpiece in. That is what the official appears to be showing. And that would be Josiah Clark, who headed to the sideline and was replaced by Daniel Cole. Play clock's running again, but it's up at 20, so we got plenty of time with that scenario. Welch to throw. Fakes, wants to run, and gets sacked.
And that time, Wildcat offensive line is not holding true there. A crowd of Rough Riders just gobbling him up.
I think the number one guy to get there was A.J. Hertenstein, 6'1", 295, but he had a host of buddies there with him, and the Wildcats lost 5. It's 2nd and 15. And you see Josiah Clark re-entered the game, 6'2", 180 sophomore. Welch will fake, roll, being chased. Tries to get up the sideline and runs out of bounds right around the line of scrimmage. You can see that through most of that particular play that he was being chased.
Yeah, it was all bad from the start.
Yeah, Cameron Dameyer was after him. Go ahead.
That St. Mary's defense just on him the last 2 plays. And smart of him to go out of bounds, but now you're looking at a 3rd and deep.
Still 3rd and 15. Welch will look, and being chased again. Ball's loose, and diving on the football. I think a Wildcat got to it. And let's see who got to the football for Bath. It's going to be a significant loss, but getting to the football looks like it's number 50. Is that 55? I couldn't catch a number on 56. That's George Rope. Thank you very much from Jennifer in the truck.
And but way to come out for St. Mary's.
Uh-huh.
Bath picks up a first down to end the quarter, and then they just get after Zach Welch each of those 3 plays.
Bookend sacks around running him out of bounds one time. They're all the way back to the 17-yard line. And the punter is Carson Meyer, who averages about 30 yards a punt. Pretty good one this time. Goes to Kessler right around midfield. Kessler's got room to run up the right sideline. Kessler headed to the end zone. They're going to knock him out of bounds, but huge punt return by Jacob Kessler.
Just way to take it outside. Being patient to start off. You had a crowd in front of you, just takes it down the sideline. Able to give the Rough Riders high quality field position, trying to put more points on the board.
Well, the punt came from the 17. He caught it right around midfield, and by the time he got done running the football back, he was down to the 15-yard line. And St. Mary's set to score again here. Minerton goes under center. The turn, the handoff, and pushing the pile forward is Dominic Osborne.
The workhorse. When in doubt, go to Osborne. He'll get you 2-3 yards, keep you on schedule, and keep that drive alive.
And they make it to the 13-yard line. So just a couple of yard pickup that time, but it's 2nd and 8. Full house backfield again. Mabry wants to run right this time. Somebody got him from behind, but not before he got to about the 9-yard line. Mayberry inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. That's a 4-yard pickup for him. And they're going to need about 4 on third down.
And he's that big body that we've been seeing go up the middle. That time they decided to go outside with him, and he just bullies a couple people on the outside.
Mayberry 5'10", 200, and a senior. Talk about big bodies. They just brought number 76 in the game. That's Matthew Murray, who goes 295. And he heads to the left side as they go unbalanced left. And up the middle and bursting up the middle and almost making it to the end zone, but being stopped short is Mayberry on a quick hitter.
And that's one of those handoffs that you just don't know it's coming until he's already past you a little bit. Gets the first down, setting them up.
7-yard pickup to the 2. That's a Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken first down. And here's St. Mary's knocking on the door again. Wildcats, of course, talked about this earlier, have given up more rushing touchdowns than anybody in the Western Buckeye League. Turn, handoff, and jumping over the pile. Did he get there?
They're marking him a yard short.
Mayberry?
Yeah. He went over
He got upended trying to get to the end zone and didn't quite make it.
You hate to see it. All risk, no reward. Trying to get to the end zone, but he gets him halfway there.
Just outside the 1-yard line for Colton Mayberry. He had a touchdown earlier in the game, did Mayberry. This time, Minerding will just keep and they try to shove him into the end zone. And they're still pushing, and I think the whistle had to go somewhere in there because they're going to mark him short.
Mark him short again.
Yep.
Oh, now we had a touchdown call.
Ah, there it is. Pushing the ball into the end zone. Quarterback Minerding, Aiden. And he scores on from 1 yard out.
And that's his 4th on the year. And you like to see it. Football teams just send your quarterback up the middle, get the yard, get the score.
So the Wildcats took an early 6-0 lead. And St. Mary's has scored the last 2 touchdowns. Here's the PAT attempt again by Triplett. A bit of high snap, but they get it down, and Triplett kicks the ball to the Bath Middle School. And by doing so, St. Mary's will take a 14-6 lead. You're watching high school football on WOSN. The annual TV 44 WSN funding campaign is underway now. Our goal is to raise $175,000 or more by the end of the year. Your donations stay local and are used to support WTLW and WSN. Donate today at axministries.com. Ball's going to bounce around. And look out, who's going to get it? And I think a Wildcat fell on it. That was a very dangerous play for the Wildcats.
It just didn't seem like anybody wanted the ball. It was clear that it was going to fall short of the end zone, and nobody wanted to make a play on it.
See where the football gets placed down at. Wildcats fortunate to fall on it.
It's like the 11.
I think we are correct. Right on the 11.
And if you're Bath, you don't have to feel down on yourself yet. Your first touchdown drive was roughly the same start. You know you could put a drive together, and it's only a 1-possession game.
They went 14 plays when they started on their own 16-yard line to take a 6-0 lead, but the Rough Riders have scored the last 2 touchdowns to take a 14-6 lead. Welch to throw, looks, quick out. Hale on the sideline, and Hale will get up around the 15-yard line, which would be a pickup of 4.
And that's what you want. That's what worked in that first drive. Get the quality yardage, stay on schedule, confident passes, keep the ball moving.
Back to the line of scrimmage quickly come the Wildcats, and they look over to sideline. We should mention Grant Sherman, longtime quarterback at Kenton, is the offensive coordinator here at Bath, and he has done wonders with his passing game. Welch looking, and nowhere to run this time. That was a design run. He had nowhere to go.
And it's a risky move there, wanting to go to the quarterback run right out of the gate. These short passes have been working all game, and that's especially after that last drive where Zach Welch just got eaten up on 3 straight plays. You wonder if
Robert Williams made the tackle. And Wildcats looking at 3rd and 8 very quickly. Hale goes in motion. Welch to throw. Pulls it down, gets a block, and can't get out of it. There they are again. Take a look at it on a replay.
Yeah, other games this might have worked for Zach Welch to kind of weave through the defense, but right there you see it. Owen Ott, just getting a hand on him, slow him down a little bit. That's enough that you can take him down. And once again, the Wildcats have to punt deep.
It's the 3 sacks in the last 2 possessions that the St. Mary's has gathered, and they are once again going to get the football on plus side of the field. Punt's going to go straight up in the air. Let's see where it goes down. Dixon drops it, able to fall on it again. They're going to get the football on the Wildcat 35-yard line.
It feels like this defensive line for St. Mary's kind of took that first drive by Bath personal with how they've been playing and getting after the quarterback, making sure they don't get a single yard.
We got a website. You can visit WSN.TV for scores, broadcast schedules, and the WSN app. Check that out. But here is St. Mary's. Their last 3 drives have started on the Wildcat 49, Wildcat 15, and now the Wildcat 35-yard line. Quick handoff. Schmidt. And he picked up a bunch.
We haven't heard his name much today, and he's another quality back, part of that 3-headed monster they have.
He got 4 to the 31-yard line, 2nd and 6. Half of quarter number 2 to go yet. Back to the line of scrimmage they come. Unbalanced left, but they will run right. And Schmidt just keeps pushing and pushing and pushing. Caleb Schmidt, 5'11", 185, and runs a whole lot harder than that.
And taking advantage of the times he gets the call, fighting off every defender and carrying a few more with him.
He just got 10 yards. Caleb Schmidt had 693 yards coming into tonight, 5 scores, and every time he touches the football, he picks up 7.2 yards.
And we saw it right there.
And he missed him in the backfield. Had a chance to get Mabry in the backfield. He just spun away from the Wildcats number 44, Liam Sullivan, their leading tackler on the season.
And you like the opportunity he had there, just couldn't get Mabry down, and I don't blame him. The big body back just is able to find his way for a few yards after being met in the backfield.
What could have been a 3 or 4 yard loss turned into a 2-yard gain for Mabry. Long count, quick handoff, Schmidt. And Schmidt drags people inside the 15.
And as you mentioned, his yards per carry is over 7 yards, and we know why, because he's going to take every defender he has with him.
He got to the 14. It'll be 3rd and about 3. They needed to get to 11, to the 11 for a first down. Meinerding under center again. Will turn, handoff, and headed to the end zone. And is he going to get there? He is. Mabry skates into the end zone.
Once again, old reliable if you want. He gets up the middle, sees the defense, decides take it outside, and it's only a foot race, and he said, bring it on. I'll beat you to the corner, and he gets the touchdown.
Mabry's 2nd touchdown run. He had one of 17 earlier. He's got one of 14 right here, and once again taking advantage of the short field. Takes him just 5 plays to reach the end zone. Brady Triplett's PAT attempt coming up. And Triplett nails it through, and on the Ultimate Outdoor scoreboard, it becomes 21-6 Riders. You're watching high school football on WOSN. Today's presenting sponsor is the People's Bank. We are invested in the communities we serve. Your bank, your way. And Jack St. Mary's is making a living lately on playing defense and getting great field position after short punts.
It's that field position that's really giving them the opportunity, but that defense setting it up so well. Like I said, it feels like they've been playing angry ever since Bath scored on them, not allowing Zach Welch to get anything, whether it be on the ground or through the air.
Triplett will kick off again. And this one's going to head to Vendetta. Vinny with the football. Makes the first guy miss. And too many bodies, going to get up over the 25. You know what I like about that? Look who made the tackle. Caleb Schmidt. Guess who's helping him out? Dominic Osborne. We're not afraid to use our bodies on special teams.
Not afraid to use their bodies to bully people on offense or bully people on special teams. You got to love it.
Wildcats will get the ball on the 26-yard line. This is a huge possession for them, Jack. If they could score, cut it to a one-touchdown lead, they get to football first in the second half, they could climb themselves back into the game. Big possession, I think, for them. Trips left, single receiver right. Hales behind Welsh. Handoff. No, Welsh pulls it down. He's going to throw the ball upfield. Got a catch out here. Puts it right into the hands of Logan Markley.
And that's definitely something you want to see. Bath usually starting their drives with the quick out on the screen, but this time going vertical, knowing they have time.
14-yard pickup and Lee's famous recipe chicken first down. Here's the handoff. Burst up the middle by Hale. Not much room to run this time. Bath offensive line today. We're looking at number 52. That's Sharanka. Isaiah Murphy is in there. Clayton Rex is in there. Isaiah Foster's in there. Jack Rader. So that's their kind of their offensive line. Eli Stevens has played some tight end this evening. And it will be 2nd and 9 as they get to about the 42-yard line. Maybe a long 8. Welsh takes the snap. Hales on the sideline, and it goes through his hands. Pass was a bit high, but I think that's the one Mikey Hale would say, I can haul that one in usually. Just didn't make connection that time.
Absolutely, and where he was sitting, it's perfect positioning to get yourself within 3rd and manageable, but just slippery hands there right through him.
You talk about big power backs. Mikey Hale's 5'8", 155, and he uses every pound of his to make plays for his team. Yep. Welsh to pass, drops back again, throws it over the middle, throws it high, and big fight for the ball. 2 Wildcats, Jacob Kessler, he's in there. Also number 10, Calzone Mizzuni.
I think Ryan Revolt got in there too. Just a crowd of Rough Riders making sure that ball wasn't going to find the hands of any Wildcat receiver in that crowd.
So after picking up a first down, then only picking up a couple the next 3 downs, Wildcats going to go into punt formation again. Good job by the St. Mary's defense as Carson Myers back to punt. Noah Dixon's deep along with Kessler. Myers punts. Good punt for him this time. Drives Kessler back to about his 20-yard line. And he's headed left, head of steam up. He's got a good block. He's got another block, and Kessler's going to go out of the sideline and get a hold, I think. Actually, we got 2 flags in the same spot. Ball's loose, though. Wildcats say they got it, and let's unpile them. Of course, there's a whole bunch of blue-shirted jerseys from the home team in front of their sideline. Says, we got it. And the official says, yes, you do.
That's one way to keep yourself alive. Making sure you can hit at every level of this field.
So we're going to see what the penalty is first of all. As our officiating crew, led by Mike Clark, will huddle up a little bit. Signal is hold. And wait for him to signal. I mean, I'm sure it's against St. Mary's. There he get a chance to put it in there. So Bath will get the football with 2:59 to go. And that is a type of turnover that could make some noise for the Wildcats here, starting out in St. Mary's territory.
Absolutely. They're winning the turnover battle, but they're just not able to move the ball quite like they did in that first drive. Now you get a chance in Rough Rider territory.
Each team has all their timeouts remaining, and I think we must be bringing a Wildcat football in from the sideline. And the Wildcats will get it on the plus side of the field at the St. Mary's 49-yard line. Welsh will be alone this time. He's got 3 receivers left and 2 to his right. Riders bring 3, and he tries to bounce it outside, makes the first guy miss. Finally dives inside to about the 45-yard line as he was able to successfully make Matthew Murray miss.
And that's something Welsh hasn't been able to do since that first drive. Usually St. Mary's has been really honing in on him, and that time they just bought into the fact that it was probably going to be a pass, and they used the opportunity to get 4 yards.
Zach Welch listed at 6 foot 185. Picked up 4 on first down. To throw again. Quick out to Hale. Catches it this time and got nowhere to run. Out there playing pass defense was Cameron Dameyer.
Yeah, and that's something Wildcats have been suffering from, is not being able to corral those balls. And this time he's able to just get the catch, not really get hurt. He got back to the line of scrimmage, giving them another shot at the third down.
2 minutes to go. Wildcats need 6 to get a first down. Need to get to the 39 of St. Mary's, who, since the opening Wildcat possession, have really stiffened up defensively. 3 receivers left, single receiver right. And now we're going to put a man in motion. That's Clark. Bubble screen. Vendetta. Dragging. Vendetta is going to be close to the first down. I think he got that one, didn't he? To get to the 35?
Absolutely.
Yeah, he did. Got to the 35 on a little screen action. So that will be a Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken first down to the 34-yard line. Picked up 9.
And a choice set of blocks by the Wildcats, allowing him to find some open room.
Minute and a half to go. Wildcats have all their timeouts left. This is Hale. And Hale will dive to about the 33.
It's like a shallow gain of 1.
Okay, picked up just a single yard to the 33. Be 2nd and 9.
And that clock keeps ticking. You wonder what Bath has in their pocket.
Hale will set up behind Welch now in the pistol. To throw. Hale's out of the backfield. And fake a throw does Welch, and he dives to the 30. Really nice tackle over there by Cameron Compton. He's going to pick up more yardage.
Welch finally able to improv a little bit, unlike he did the last 2 drives. Able to find some breathing room and get them into a third and somewhat manageable at the 30.
We get a Wildcat timeout. We're going to take a break also. You're watching high school football on WOSN. We're back. Bath High School is taking their first timeout. They're looking at 3rd and 6. And from the 30-yard line, need to get to the 24. Welch will run again. And this time he dives inside the 24-yard line. I think he got a Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken first. Let's see if he mark his knee. He did go down.
And it's that empty backfield set that he's actually been able to find success on the ground.
To the 23-yard line he goes. Here's Welch again. Going to run it again. And this time he gets down to about the 16. And let's see if they're going to keep playing. Right to the 16 they go. They need 3 for a first down. Welch again will keep. And up the middle again he goes and dives down close to the 10-yard line.
Unbelievable how this empty backfield set is giving him such an opportunity to run the football.
And the Wildcats will take a timeout. They are at the 11-yard line, and they have picked up a Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken first down. What I'm seeing here is for the last 4 have been running plays by Zach Welch.
Yeah, and we know he's dangerous on the ground, but for the situation at hand, they're showing that 5 wide receiver set, and you got to honor it with a passing game like this, and he's just able to find creases up the middle to gain those yardage.
There are 22 seconds left in our opening half. Bath has gone from the St. Mary's 49-yard line, so they picked up 30 so far, but they're still setting on the 11-yard line. They can get a first down. They do have 1 more timeout remaining.
And that's where the chess game starts. Do you start going to the pass, or do you think you want to run with Welch again and potentially burn that last time out?
Of course, the field compresses itself a little bit in this area. Makes it difficult to squeeze a throw in sometimes. Welch will be alone in the backfield. He's got 4 receivers to his right, single receiver left. Hale in motion, looking left, stop, pattern, throws it to the end zone, and it is. It's going to be incomplete as he missed Logan Markley.
And you don't hate it. Stops the clock, reset.
That took just 3 seconds off the clock, so there's still 19 to go, and it is second down.
It was a good spot, though. Just left it a little right out of his reach.
Good place for the football. Welsh to throw. Looks again. Throws it to the end zone. He's got a man out there, and he overthrew Clark in the end zone. Josiah was out there, the 6'2", 180-pound sophomore, but unable to get to him in the end zone.
And it's that pressure on Welsh, just making him scramble, try to throw on the run, and he sailed that one out of the back of the end zone.
3rd and 11. Said it a moment ago, but if the Wildcats could squeeze one into the end zone here, make it a one-touchdown game, and get the ball to start quarter number 3, this game could change from this 15-point lead.
And if you get it in the end zone, the confidence it builds that you've been able to do it twice on the St. Mary's defense.
3rd and 10 from the 11-yard line. Welsh again. His team still has a timeout left. Here they come. Little dump screen in the middle, and he broke it through it, and Clark got to the end zone. Josiah Clark's second touchdown of the year.
It's the second time they've run that little bubble screen, and both times he just gets quality blocks. That time opens up plenty of space for him to take it.
Well, that was a great play call, Jack, because they had everybody coming. They dumped the ball over with a great pass, had those blockers out in front of them, and the Wildcats have scored. I think they're going to go for 2 here. Wildcats are going to shift into formation. Hale's in the backfield. Welsh will turn, hand off to Hale. Mikey Hale got to the end zone.
Some might think it's a little early for that 2-point conversion, but Coach Russell knows what he has, and Mikey Hale might not have been a touchdown, but finally finds the end zone there.
Zach Welch has thrown 2 touchdown passes tonight, and they have cut the lead to just 7 with just 7 seconds to go here in half number 1. And how about the fumble recovery at midfield? Set that up.
You just never stop fighting, and it's kind of funny. That's one way to keep a drive going, I guess, but it paid off for him. Just like you said, getting that confidence to fight through the struggles they had with the defensive line, getting to Welsh to put together another solid drive.
I think we need to really compliment the Bath coaching staff, too. They did that with they've used 2 timeouts at appropriate time. They ran the clock down a long way. St. Mary's going to have just 7 seconds to go here before the half. That was an 11-play drive that went 49 yards and took 2:52 off the clock to make it 21-14.
And then also having that, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, running Welsh those 4 straight times with an empty backfield.
That they did. Meyer to kick off, and he's going to hit it deep this time. He's going to bounce around. Noah Dixon picks it up. Noah Dixon's got room to run. He's going to get up over the 35-yard line, and the clock says 1 second remaining. Boy, the hometown clock guy should let that run. That's what he's on the payroll for. Come on.
Let it hit the zeros, by golly.
There you go. So the St. Mary's will get the football on their own 38-yard line. They have all their timeouts remaining. Not that that's going to be a significant factor here. And Wildcats got 4 guys standing back on the other side of midfield about their own. Well, now they're going to creep up a little bit. Minerding goes under center. Here's a turn. Handoff. And that will bring our opening 24 minutes to the end. The Wildcats, whoop, wait a minute. Did we get a penalty? Yes, we did. Mabry ran the football. And our officials are going to get together and discuss this one. If that, the football was, about the 42 or 3 yard line? That's about where it ended up.
Yep.
Penalty flag, of course, laying on the 41. Oh, we're going to get a horse collar tackle called. So the penalty is going to put St. Mary's in some striking distance.
And you wonder, do they want to just stick with their wing tee, or is this one of those moments where they maybe want to take a shot with the pass game?
Well, the run plus the penalty takes it all the way to the Wildcat 44-yard line. And we will have an untimed down.
I mentioned pregame, why not open up the passing game? This could be a prime moment.
And they're going to run a trick play. Wildcats do have a timeout left should Coach choose to burn it. Minor Day is going to chuck it to the end zone, and it's going to go out of bounds, and that will bring our opening half to an end. It's been a good one. St. Mary's will be up 7 as we go to the break. You're watching high school football on WOSN. We're back at Bath High School. It's halftime, almost completed today. Our scoreboard today is brought to you by Ultimate Outdoor. Bring resort-style living to your backyard every day with a luxury outdoor space by Ultimate Outdoor. Mark Shine, Jack McGuire, and Jack, that Wildcat touchdown at the end of the half, that was hugely important for them.
Yeah, and Wildcats taking advantage of some miscues by the Rough Riders. That first drive, it was a Rough Rider penalty that kept it alive, ended up marching down and scoring, and then obviously on that punt return, fumbling the ball away, giving Bath another chance. So you want to see if that can carry, that momentum can carry over for Bath, because last time they scored, St. Mary's jumped all over them, and they weren't letting them have anything. So now it's time for Bath to kind of prove to themselves and to St. Mary's that they can do this on a consistent basis.
Bath scored first. They went 84 yards in 14 plays. They were up 6-0, and then St. Mary's took advantage of great field position starting on the Bath 49, the Bath 15, and the Bath 35 to score 3 touchdowns, 2 of them on runs by Mabry, and that put them up 21-6. Wildcats scored late when they got a fumble on a punt return. They went 49 yards and did so in the last 2 minutes and 50 seconds, and hence we are at 21-14. Bath went for 2 and made it. And Wildcats will get the ball first here in half number 2. Kickoff guy for St. Mary's is Brady Triplett. And deep for Bath is Vinny Vendetta. There's Triplett and his buddies.
The Bath sideline getting a little lively. I think they want it too.
Both teams are going to make the playoffs. Where they end up playing is going to be determined by this particular game. That ball is kicked deep, and once again, Triplett kicks it into the end zone. Bath will start on their own 20-yard line.
So now it's a chance for Bath to jump out on the Riders, actually answer a scoring drive with yet another scoring drive to try and tie this game up, something they weren't able to do after that first drive of the game.
A family moved away from here, and our high school sports fans, guess what they did? They streamed the WSN channel. Only $8 per month. Download from Roku or Apple TV or sign up at app.wsn.tv, and you can watch WSN anywhere that you can get the internet. Welch sets up with Mikey Hale going in motion to his right. Welch to throw. He looks over the middle. He's got a guy open. He put the ball right into Markley's hand, who then fumbled it. And was that a flag that came flying in there? Because
yes,
Markley is down. That was a helmet-to-helmet contact. Let's take a look at this again. Right here, and yeah. Markley is injured, and we're going to take a break. Back in a moment. You're watching high school football on WOSN. Instant Replay is brought to you by Layfield Industrial Welding Supplies with locations in Coldwater and Greenville. And good news for Logan Markley. He jogged off the field, and don't expect him to be back in a moment. He looked certainly healthy as he was doing so.
Heck of a hit he took.
Yeah, the ball is going to end up on the 35-yard line on the completion. And here is snap to Welsh. Going to roll out, looks over the middle. And to Clark, did Clark hang on? He did not.
And yeah, that one was thrown a little behind him. Wasn't able to corral it.
Clark got his hands on it as he was spinning around, but too many white shirts around to try to reel that one in, including Luke Bournes. So it'll be 2nd and 10, Wildcats. And Logan Markley's back in the football game. Took his required 1 play off. That's good to see. 6'4" junior.
Take a lick and keep on ticking.
Welch will roll again, step inside, throws. This is Markley. He's going to catch the ball right around the 41-yard line.
That's Ryan Revolt on the tackle, delivering another big hit. Markley just not able to escape the big hits on this drive.
7-yard pickup to Markley. They're back at the line of scrimmage facing 3rd and 3. Appreciate our replay sponsor this evening, Layfield Industrial. And Hale was headed to the sidelines. Is going to set up in a slot spot now. Trips right, 2 receivers left for Welch. First possession, second half, Wildcats. Quick throw, Vendetta, and it's knocked away. That was a really solid defensive play by Luke Bournes.
And Bournes just reads the quarterback's eyes. Welsh stares down his receiver. Bournes makes a move on the ball, able to punch it away.
Receiver had set up where it would pick up a first down, and Bournes made a great play on it. Wildcats facing 4th and 3 from their own 42-yard line. They were going to go for a first down in this type of situation earlier in the game, and St. Mary's jumped off sides to help them on their opening possession. This led to a touchdown drive, and here the Wildcats going to go for it again. Hale behind Welch. Markley in motion. Quick pass out and almost picked off. Markley hadn't even turned around yet, and Kessler was there to make the play.
Yeah, it feels like there was miscommunication there. Markley not even realizing the ball's coming his way.
So Bath has the football for 1 minute and 1 second, and St. Mary's has great field position. As said earlier, they scored 3 times in the first half, all by getting the ball on the plus side of the field, and they will do so from the Wildcat 42-yard line.
I understand wanting to be aggressive, but like you just said, all of the touchdowns coming in plus territory for St. Mary's, so not sure if you really wanted to give them another opportunity.
After initial completion, St. Mary's steps it up. They're going to go unbalanced left. They will turn, handoff, Jacob Schmidt. Schmidt bursts loose. Schmidt headed for the end zone, and from 42 yards out, Caleb Schmidt has his 6th rushing touchdown of the year.
And like I said, that St. Mary's offensive line coming awake, and they gave him a perfect hole there. Not able to take him down. He just runs away from everyone, and that's the way to answer coming out of the half.
It took St. Mary's 16 seconds to score their first touchdown of the second half. This will bring Triplett in to do the PAT opportunity. Trying to make it a doubled up score here. Snap the kick, it's blocked, and it doesn't get there. So St. Mary's, each team has now missed a PAT this evening. St. Mary's will take a 27-14 lead. You're watching high school football on WOSN. Our first down sponsor tonight is Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken in Lima, Wapak, Delphus, and St. Mary's. Call Lee's for all your catering needs. Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken, where home style happens here. Took them all of one play and 16 seconds to go 42 yards on the Caleb Schmidt touchdown run. Missed PAT, it's 27-14. Actually not a missed PAT, was blocked PAT, I guess would be a better description. Here's Triplett to kick off again. Vendetta's deep. Let's see if he has a chance to return this one. And he does not. What a weapon that is, Jack. We've seen that more and more this year. When that kicker can put the ball in the end zone and make you go 80 yards. I've seen a lot of teams being successful doing that when they have that really good kicker like that.
And that's how St. Mary's has built this lead. They're getting the ball in plus territory, and they're making Bath have to march down the field and work for every yard they get.
Bath's second possession of the half, had a first down and 4 plays and didn't pick up the necessary 10 yards. Hales set up behind Welsh. Markley in motion. Look, throwing it deep, and it's picked off on the far side of the field.
Noah Dixon.
Noah Dixon, right? I was looking. Yeah, that was who it was.
Making a play on the ball, and I mentioned before the turnover margin, costly turnovers. I understand you want to take a shot, but just underthrows it just enough that Noah Dixon makes a play on it. And St. Mary's, just like that, has the ball back once again.
Set their play in center field. Good job with our instant replay action this evening, brought to you by Layfeld. And they will get the football on the 47-yard line once again in plus territory to start a drive.
Not how you want to start the half for Bath. Failing to convert on a 4th down and then throwing a pick on the first play of your opening drive. Or second drive, excuse me.
Zach Welch had thrown 5 interceptions before this evening in 251 attempts. Handoff. And they're running again. Osborne, and down to the 20. He just picked up 27 yards.
And that's your workhorse. Over 1,000 yards rushing on the season. And
giving him the opportunity again. And once again, that offensive line just opening things up in the middle of the field for them to get chunk yardage and once again get into red zone territory.
We get through this play, we need to give those young men some credit. You see, they go unbalanced left again. And Kessler's going to move back into the backfield. Mabry, and he
having to jump
over
over a
jump
pile.
over everybody. Let's look at those young men that are doing the heavy lifting up front. 59 is Will Glass, 60 Camden Rose, 71 Terry Ambrowski, 77 Xander Post, 78 Ross Bowman, a couple of tight ends, 82 Jack Smethcamp, and 87 Keaton Fishbaugh. And he picked up a yard to the 18.
Oh, ball's
loose
Ball's
again,
loose.
and
looks like Bath jumped on it.
They think so. And on the bottom of the pile with the football, looks like number 59, Richard Rope.
It just looked like a mishandled snap. Not able to get a clean handoff.
So St. Mary's turned it over on an INT in the red zone in the opening half, and that time they turned it over on a fumble. So Bath gets the football back and on their own 20-yard line, so they dodged a bullet there.
Big time.
4 receivers right, single receiver left. Welch will run it himself. Up the middle he goes. Welch has got room to run. Zach Welch makes a move and gets up to the 45-yard line, a 25-yard pickup.
How many times do we have to mention that set? Having 5 wide receivers, you honestly think they'll pass in an offense like this down as much as they are, and he just takes it right up the middle for the big gain on the ground.
To the 46-yard line he goes. It's a 26-yard pickup. This is Hale. He's trying to go the same spot on the field and maybe got a yard.
That's what you want to start a drive like that.
Jack back to the line of scrimmage, so no pickup that time as the St. Mary's defense snuffed that. And now Welch will go trips right, single or 2 receivers to his left. Play call from the sideline. Plenty of time on the play clock. 2nd and 10 Wildcats.
You wonder how St. Mary's is going to adjust to this look.
Welch to throw, looks, out pattern. Threw it to Hale. Did he make a catch? He did make the catch. Looking for the official to make a call. He picked up 3 to the 49-yard line. So 3rd and 7 Wildcats.
They got Hale in the backfield.
And trips right. Welch will roll right this time. Looks, got a man open. It's Markley. Logan Markley makes a catch. They run him out of bounds, but not till he picks up a Wildcat first down, and they leave Famous Recipe Chicken first down.
Markley just sitting in that soft spot of the zone, waiting for that ball to come his way. And great on Zach Welch finding him.
17-yard pickup. Welch will roll again. Quick out pass to Clark. Clark might have got a couple that time. Let's see where the football goes down.
He got about 4 or 5 on that one.
See where it goes. It went to the 30, and it did. He got 4. Wasn't sure where the tackle was made.
And now you're seeing Bath kind of go what they did in the first drive, kind of mixing up tempo with some patience.
Hale is behind Welch, now puts him in motion. Welch to throw again. Tried to catch Hale on a screen, the pass was low.
And it looked like he had some room to make a play going ahead.
They've used that Zach with a couple of different backs or receivers tonight. That's been successful for them, but that time the pass was a bit low.
And the receivers having a tough time tonight, holding on to the ball.
3rd and 6. In what is certainly 4-down territory, given what Coach Russell's done earlier tonight. Blitz coming, and Welch looks for someplace to run, tucks it inside. Did he get to the first down stick?
Looks like he'll be about 2 yards short. Like you said, it's absolutely 4-down territory, down 2 scores. You got the ball back. Well, now they're going to move it back
to the 27-yard line. He needs 3 now on 4th down through the Wildcats. And I think they brought in their big bodies.
Oh, yeah.
Welch is over talking to his offensive coordinator, Coach Sherman. Football on the 27-yard line. It's 3rd and 4. And Bath goes big. Welch turns, and what happened? Coach Russell calls timeout. His first of the second half. 7:22 to go in the third. It's St. Mary's by 13. You're watching high school football on WOSN. Today's presenting sponsor is the People's Bank. We are invested in the communities we serve. Your bank, your way. Bath goes back to the more traditional look they've shown today. Trips right, single receiver left, and Hale behind Welsh. It's 4th and 3. This is Cole in motion. Welsh will roll out with a guy in his face, makes him miss. Welsh looks, throws, and it's batted away.
Ryan Revolt jumping the pass, able to knock it away, get the turnover for the Rough Riders, and he was glued to that receiver the whole way.
Nobody for Welsh really open. He tried to squeeze it in that time, but that was really well defended, and St. Mary's holds on downs again and will take over on their own 27 this time. Football goes to the, well, it was going to go to the right hash mark. Now we're going to move it back to the left one. Oh, boy.
We'll get it together, I promise.
There you go. St. Mary's third possession this half. The last one ended a fumble. The one previous to that, a 42-yard touchdown burst by Schmidt. Minerding goes under center. Turn, handoff. Schmidt, I believe, with the carrier. The Wildcats hopped on him quickly, and I didn't have a chance to catch a number, but it was Jacob Schmidt.
And it's amazing how every single one of these St. Mary's backs just knows how to carry a pile, getting hit maybe a yard after the line of scrimmage and still able to pick up 3 more on top of it.
Yeah, he got 4 total. As Minerding heads to the sideline to talk to Coach Fry about what this play call is going to be. 2nd and 6. Unbalanced left. Wildcats looking to come. Handoffs up front, and that goes nowhere.
And there you go. Giving them that 3rd and mid, 3rd and long opportunities, able to stop them right at the point of attack.
That was Mayberry, and it will now be 3rd and 5. So we're looking at 3rd and 5. Wildcats looking to hold to get the football back. St. Mary's obviously looking to extend the drive. Mabry. This is Ketzler sweeping to his end position. Kessler's got the first down, or did he? He was close. And we're going to take a look at this one. We got the big push. The official on the far side of the field looked like he got there. Let's see what the call is.
Right at that marker.
Yes, it is. Kessler says, I got it. And so does the official on our side of the field. He did. Lee's famous recipe chicken first down is he needed to get to the 37, and that's where he got. Didn't even need a measurement.
And good call going with Kessler on there, able to weave his way, give you some agility to fight through a couple of those defenders to get the first down.
Kessler 6'1", 185. The 4th back in that rotation, although Noah Dixon gets a few carries as well. Schmidt just dragging people up to the 45-yard line, an 8-yard pickup.
And that's what he does. He not only finds the hole, but takes on every defender in front of him when he does.
Caleb Schmidt, 5'11", 185. He's just a junior. He has a touchdown run this evening. Mabry has 2 touchdown runs, and the other one was done by the quarterback Minerding on a quarterback sneak. Just over the 45-yard line. They need to get to the 47 for a first down. Turn, hands off. Big power run by Dominic Osborne.
And Bath needing to make some adjustments. They keep allowing these, not only these runs, but these big chunk runs up the middle. They handled the first half fairly well up the middle, but now St. Mary's having their way.
15-yard pickup and a Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken first down, and this is what St. Mary's does to you. They just run the ball and they pound your guys up front, and before long you're sucking for air, and they just
Wear
keep
you
right
down.
on chucking with those big backs.
Absolutely.
First down from the Wildcat 41-yard line. 4 minutes to go in the quarter. It's Mabry. Mabry's got the end. Mabry head down around the 30-yard line. If he got there, I think it's a first down. We got a Wildcat down on the field. That's Liam Sullivan, who has been their leading tackler coming into tonight. That will be a Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken first down as he picked up 11 to the Wildcat 30.
He just had plenty of room running to the outside. He's been the one to be physical, but got that one touchdown on the outside, and now picks up a first down.
This drive began almost 4 minutes ago and did so on the St. Mary's 27-yard line. Long count again. Mabry bounces off a pile, tries to get outside. By doing so, he picked up about a yard.
Good presence of mind to kind of bounce to the outside, getting plus yardage.
You know, they gave him 2. He earned the 28-yard line, so he picked up 2. Be 2nd and 8. You know, Minerding ought to go out for cross country because he runs over the sideline after every play and runs back. He's probably in good shape for cross country.
Oh, yeah, conditioning all the way.
Yeah, how about that? Handoff up the middle. This is Mabry again, and not much room this time.
And we've seen him a couple times. He just has that extra hop effort, just trying to gallop over people to try and get those extra yardage.
Mabry gets a yard to the 27. Should be 3rd and 7. But again, they've had the football now for exactly 5 minutes on this possession, and they're going to bleed this clock as well as try to score. Schmidt's in the middle in the backfield. To his right side is Osborne. Counterplay, Mabry, and can't get away from the Wildcat defenders. Number 34 turned the play back in. Number 34 is James Davenport.
Got maybe a yard. And now do you stick to your high-powered run game, hoping you can create another hole, or do you think about throwing this one?
It's 4th down from the 26, and they need 6. Schmidt headed to the sideline. That brings Kessler in to join Mabry and Osborne in the backfield. Actually, Noah Dixon's in the backfield. He wears number 0. Turn, pitch. Kessler on the end around, looking for a blocker. He makes a move. He got the corner that time. What a play. Kessler, what a great job as a running back that time.
What a genius play. Osborne giving the handoff, and not a single Wildcat was biting.
He made a wonderful move on Andrew McDermott. You know, every once in a while somebody will say, gee, why was he moved out of the quarterback position? Because he can do that right there.
You mentioned Minerding going out for cross country. Kessler has some wheels on him. They take advantage of him.
Football's on the 8-yard line. 1st and goal, St. Mary's. And trying to push the pile inside is Osborne. He might have got to the 5 as they unstack him.
Got tripped up right at the handoff. So
the play clock and the game clock are almost identical. So we'll see if they Guess they do have to run a play. It's just very, very close. They're from the 5-yard line. There's a quarterback at the quarter slipping away here from the 5-yard line. Turn, handoff, Mabry. Mabry pushes the pile forward.
They give him one.
And he got one, and that will bring the third 12-minute stanza to an end. We'll march to the other end of the field to start quarter number 4. You're watching high school football, WOSN. As we start quarter number 4, our scoreboard is brought to you by Ultimate Outdoor. Bring resort-style living to your backyard every day with luxury outdoor space by Ultimate Outdoor. St. Mary's Rough Riders need 4 yards to add to their score right now on the Ultimate Outdoor scoreboard. It is 3rd and 4 from the 4-yard line.
A lot of turnovers in that third quarter. A lot of back and forth ball, but St. Mary's trying to put this one away.
St. Mary's had the only score in the quarter. That was a 42-yard touchdown run by Caleb Schmidt. He is in the middle of this 3-back formation right here. Handoff, trying to get to the left corner and diving forward. Osborne, I don't think he got there, but it will be 4th down.
I think he only got a yard on that one.
And that is correct. So it will be 4th and goal from the 3. Huge play coming up. Huge play coming up.
If you're Bath, this is where you need to make a stand. You have a chance here. It's a 13-point game. This is where you need to come up with the biggest stop of the season.
St. Mary's can go up 3 scores. Bath can keep it a 2-score game with a momentum change. This is a huge play in the game.
I understand.
The play clock's running down. I bet we're going to see a timeout here, I'm thinking. And
yep,
there it is right there. So just 51 seconds into the 4th quarter, St. Mary's takes their first time out of the half. You're watching high school football on WOSN. Our instant replay sponsor tonight is Layfell Industrial Welding Supplies with locations in Coldwater and in Greenville. And the crowd on both sides realizing the importance of this particular play, and so does St. Mary's coach Bo Fry as he took that timeout. We're going to look at a field goal. Brady Triplett from the angle. This will be a 20-yard field goal attempt. Ball's down. He kicks it up, and he nailed it. Brady Triplett nails a field goal to make it a 30-14 game. St. Mary's up by 16. Back in a moment. You're watching high school football on WOSN. St. Mary's Brady Triplett makes a 20-yard field goal to make it a 30-14 game, and he will now kick off. He's been driving the ball to the end zone all night long, and this time he does not. Vendetta at the 5-yard line. Vendetta up over the 20, pushes up over the 25, where Bath will take over. And they need a couple of 6s and a couple of 2-point PATs.
And you want to take it a drive at a time, but there's also that thought in the back of your mind that you need this one. St. Mary's knows how to bleed the clock with their offense. For Bath, you need a scoring drive here.
That last drive, St. Mary's had the football for almost 5 full minutes. They do that again, they can really shorten the football game. Here's Hale. Hale breaks a couple tackles. Hale over the 30 to 32.
Arguably his most physical run of the day.
We see it on the replay.
Bounces off one group of defenders. Another one misses and finally gets taken down after about a 5-yard gain.
Mikey Hale picks up 5. Welsh in the gun. Here's a pass. It's caught by Markley or not? He dove for it. Is it a catch? It is.
They're calling it a catch. About a yard short of the stick.
So completion to Markley. Takes the ball to the 31-yard line. They need to get the 32, and Welch will quarterback sneak it and lean forward. This will be close. You can see St. Mary's saying, "No, I didn't get there," and you can see the Wildcats saying, "Yes, he did," and so does the official.
Yes, they do.
So Bath Wildcats pick up a Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken first down to the 37-yard line. 3 receivers left, 2 right. Welch to throw, 4-man rush, and he's being pressured. Welch will throw it out of bounds.
You don't want to take a sack there, not on a drive like this. Smart to get it out of there and reset.
See, he was being chased by number 79, Matthew Murray. Seems like we said that several times this evening.
He's been getting after him in a hurry, that's for sure.
Threw the ball to the newly resurfaced track here at Bath High School.
Looking good, too.
Haven't got the lanes put down on it yet. Just done late in the summer. Markley goes in motion. Throwing it deep. And it's lobbed out in the air. Is it caught? He put the ball into the hands of number 18, Ethan Cole. And Ethan Cole yanked that one down, did the senior.
Right in the breadbasket, just going vertical and hauling it in.
To the 27-yard line of St. Mary's. Here's a pass that's caught on the far side of the field by Clark.
And Bath trying to answer those big chunk plays with that hurry up. It's worked for them in previous scoring drives.
Josiah Clark's catch went to the 20-yard line. That's a pickup of 7. Hale goes in motion, and Welch to throw again. To Hale coming over the middle, steps back inside. Hale still going. Got a flag came in. We haven't had many penalties tonight, but that looks like one that's going to catch the Wildcats.
Yeah, they tried to go to those screens that worked so well for them all night.
And pushing the back by the Wildcats is the call.
That's not the block you want. You got no lineman limping, number 57, Clayton Ricks.
Let's see how the penalty sorts out here. Looks like it's back to about the 20, about the 26-yard line. So it'll be 2nd and 9. They need to get to 17 for a first down. Zach Welch, the junior quarterback. Here comes St. Mary's. Pass out's caught by Hale. Hale, everybody wants a face mac, and they got it. Yeah, you can see that cat coming in there.
Wide open Mikey Hale.
Yeah.
And when a man's open like that, you want to take him down any way possible.
So plus the penalty, this is going to be a Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken first down. And the Wildcats are going to go big, it looks like. Maybe it's short. No, I thought it was a first down. There it goes. So coach says we're going to go big here and try to power the ball into the end zone because the penalty took it all the way to the 4 for a first down.
And for Bath, this is a fast drive. This is what you want.
Had the football for just 2 minutes. Hale is deep in this formation. Welsh will turn. Hand off Mikey Hale. Mikey Hale trying to get to the end zone, and he does from 4 yards out.
That's what you want. Just little over 2 minutes shaved off the clock. Plenty of time. And now you're going to want to try and cut this to a 1-score game, but they got to go for 2 to do it.
Mikey Hale scores on a 4-yard touchdown run, and as Jack just said, they need a pair of 2-point field goals after touchdowns to get this even. So with 8:56 to go here in the football game, the Wildcats are down 10.
Looks like they're going to go big again.
That they are. Shifted over. They've already gotten 1 2-point PAT today. Turn, fakes the pitch. Welsh is trying to run to the end zone. Welsh to gamble. He got there, didn't he? He did.
He did. They're going to give him the 2-point.
Zach Welch dives for the end zone, knocked the pylon down. Waited for a long time. He's slow getting up, but he got his team into the end zone. It's now an 8-point game with 8:56 to go. The Wildcats have got another 2-point conversion this evening. Back in a moment. You're watching high school football on WOSN. First down sponsor tonight is Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken in Lima, Wapak, Dolphins, and St. Mary's. Call Lee's for all your catering needs. Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken, where home style happens here. Here's the touchdown run. Well, we started to see it.
Tell you what, you got to commend Zach Wells, one to put his body on the line and fight for that 2-point conversion to keep this a close game.
Ultimate Outdoor scoreboard is 30-22, 73 yards, 8 plays, 2:08 off the clock as they bounce it down, and ball's going to be picked up by Mabry right around the 40-yard line. So good field position for St. Mary's. And this is when Coach Fry wants one of his typical 15 plays, 7 or 8 minute drive, and ice this one.
Yep. For Bath.
We have seen St. Mary's do that so many times over the years, and that was when they could use one.
Bath has taken advantage of miscues, though. They forced that fumble on the punt return in the first half. They've been able to come away with turnovers. Can they force one more and try and get this ball back?
St. Mary's from their own 41-yard line. Schmidt turns, and Schmidt will get knocked down if it picks up a yard or two.
And if you're Bath, you take that as a win. He knows how to carry piles, and he just got tripped up for only a gain of maybe 1.
Picks up a yard to the 42-yard line, 2nd and 9. And you can be sure that Minerding has been told you will take as much time off the clock as you can, Aiden, between each play.
Absolutely.
Back to the line of scrimmage they come. Full house backfield again. Handoff, sweep, Noah Dixon, and Noah Dixon will go down right at the line of scrimmage.
And look at Bath meeting the challenge, getting 2 early stops, looking at a 3rd and 9 for St. Mary's. And you got to think, if they can get maybe 6 yards here, do you think Bo Fry goes for it on 4th down, or maybe try to pin Bath back?
Well, Caleb Schmidt just entered the football game, so they're going to go with their typical starting backfield, and that means any one of those 3 guys could maybe pick up 9 for you. Jacob Kessler's out here, as a wide receiver. Inside handoff, bouncing off of people, and right at the first down stick.
He got it.
I think he
They're
did.
gonna mark him over.
That was Osborne.
And go figure, right? When in doubt, send your number 1 guy.
A Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken, first down to the Wildcat 48-yard line. They got 10 when they needed 9.
And you got to think, that's a bit of a double win there, because that can be deflating for that Wildcat defense that held them perfectly fine and then gives up a 9-yard run on 3rd down.
7 minutes to go, 4th quarter. Handoff. Mabry got the edge. Mabry outside. Kessler got a block for him.
He's close to the first down. The far side official says he got it.
That he did. Another Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken first down. You can see Mabry got to the 38-yard line, which is exactly where he needed to go for that first down.
Bath's going to need to dig deep here. St. Mary's starting to find those creases and get this run game going to try and clinch this.
5th play of the drive. Handoff. Schmidt pushes the pile and pushes the pile behind that big offensive line.
And that's what you expect out of him.
To the 32-yard line. That's a pickup of 6 for him. I'll call it the 37, make it a 5-yard pickup. 32-yard line, actually it's a 6-yard pickup. And we're halfway through the quarter number 4.
And like you said, St. Mary's taking their sweet time.
Minerding turns, hands off. Inside the 30-yard line is that run. I can see who, that was Osborne. Wasn't sure who had the football. is Osborne. Osborne to the 29, so it's going to be 3rd and a yard.
And for such a small frame, 5'9", 175, he knows how to bully his way for those
It's about
yardage.
leg strength, right?
All about it.
Leg strength is outstanding on all of the St. Mary's Plus football players. It really shows in some of their backs. 3rd and 9. Long count. Turn, handoff. Pushing the pile forward is Osborne, and he gets the first down.
And gets met right at the line of scrimmage, but just keeps on pushing. Same
Picked
story.
up 3. New set of downs. 5:11 to go.
Tick, tick, tick goes that clock, but it won't matter if St. Mary's can actually put something together and score here.
By the time they snap the football, they will have had the ball for 4 minutes on this drive that began back on the 41-yard line, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Full house backfield again. Kessler's flanked out. Mabry cut it back inside.
I was about to say, good cut back there.
Yeah.
Not sure if he wanted to go outside, sees the hole develop, and gets about 4 yards there.
Football's put down at the 23-yard line, so it will be a 3-yard pickup and set up about a 4th and a long 6.
And while Mabry is that kind of bully back for them, he's had moments where his vision and patience has benefited too. On his touchdown run earlier in the game, kind of bouncing it outside, and then right there, just staying patient until that hole opens up.
Meinerding, unbalanced line right. Quick handoff. And look out, because headed for the end zone is one Dominic Osborne with a 23-yard touchdown run.
And now all 3 of those starting backs have found the end zone tonight.
Mabry has a couple of touchdown runs. Meinerding has one. Osborne has one. Schmidt has one. On for the PAT attempt is Brady Triplett with 3:55 to go. That took 5 minutes and a second off the clock. Here's Triplett. And there's the snap. Triplett up, kicks it, and it sails through. St. Mary's goes back up 15, 37-22. You're watching high school football on WOSN. WTLW and WSN are viewer-supported TV stations. Show your support with a financial donation of any size. Donate online at axministry.com. Our Ultimate Outdoor scoreboard, St. Mary's 37, Bath 22. St. Mary's just went 5 minutes and 1 second off the clock. 9 plays, 59 yards.
I mentioned it before the game. Feed the beast. All 3 running backs having their way tonight.
Here's Triplett to kick off. Vendetta's deep. And Vendetta's going to get a chance right around the 5-yard line. Vinny Vendetta bounced off a couple of guys. I think Osborne had the first shot at him. He got away from him, but not before a couple of his buddies showed up. And we got a little discussion over here on the sideline about something. Looks like Bath will get the football on their own 23-yard line, and once again they trail by 2 scores. Trips will go to the left for Zach Welch. Mikey Hale will set up behind him. Hale in motion. And Welch will look, throw it over the middle, and it's caught. This is Vendetta. Vendetta breaks 1 tackle. Vendetta, and he's going to big pickup all the way down to the 35-yard line of St. Mary's.
And I got to tell you, it's never say die. If they can score quick, there's still opportunity here.
All the way to the 35. They're going to snap the ball before the chain gang is set on the far side. Swing pass out. Clark trying to drag a tackler, and he gets close to the 30. He had Luke Bournes grabbed a hold of him, but down to about the 31. It's going to be a 4-yard pickup. Wildcats trying to score quick. Trips left again. Two receivers right. Welch looks, throws it behind his intended receiver. On the move, he tried to find Markley. That falls incomplete.
Well, the plus side is the clock stops, and it's a 3rd and manageable, so still looking at a good opportunity here for Bath.
It is 3rd and 5 from the 30. 3:09 to go. The Wildcats do have 2 timeouts remaining, as do the Rough Riders. On senior night here at Bath. Final home game. Unless they can finagle a playoff game next week in this particular facility. Blitz coming. Welch just has to throw it away. They were after him. 44 was in there. That's Owen. Ott.
Forcing the 4th down.
Yep, and that will force it to a 4th down. Came clean on the blitz. Good call by the defensive coordinator by the Rough Riders. And for all intents and purposes, Zach, this is the football game.
Game on the line right here. Whatever you got in your back pocket, throw it out there.
Trips left. Hale goes in motion. Tried to get him to jump, and nobody did. Still 15 on the play clock. And now they'll set up trips left and 2 receivers to the right. Pass. Markley in the seam of the zone. Markley, 1st down and more. Big completion.
A good play call there. Just where he was lined up, he was able to run just straight into a hole in that zone. Able to get the 1st down. Here they go.
16-yard pickup to the 14. Welch looks, throws over the middle, and Markley had it goes off his hands.
And he had him. That's what you want to get the score right there. Once again, story of the night, ball slipping through the Wildcats' hands, not able to corral him.
A ball that Logan Markley would typically catch. It had a lot of smoke on it, and he just wasn't able to quite get that off in through his fingertips.
Yep.
But he was open. 2nd down and 14. .253 to go. Hale goes in motion to his left. Welch, blitz coming, throw it over the middle again, and this time Markley says, I got it.
And it looks almost identical to the play they just ran. But like you said, have confidence in your guy that he can make that play. That time contested by Ryan Revolt, but he grabs it, and Bath somehow staying alive in this one.
2nd TD pass from Zach Welch to Logan Markley this evening. This one from 14 yards out. One earlier tonight was from 24, and Bath is back to 37-28 again.
And they're going to go the field goal route to cut it to a 1-possession game.
Trying to kick the PAT here to make it an 8-point lead. PAT guys Carson Myers, and Carson Myers nails it through. Bath hanging around. It's 37-29. St. Mary's kickoff coming up after this. You're watching high school football on WOSN. We're back at Bath High School when this game comes to a conclusion, possibly in 2 minutes and 49 seconds on the game clock. We'll be picking a Stolly Hustle Award winner this evening. You can check out highlights of tonight's Stolly Hustle Award winner on the WSN YouTube page. And Bath has every indication we're going to have to make an onside kick out of this because they know the way the St. Mary offense run, and Bath has just 2 timeouts left. This becomes the next big play in this event. Meyer lines it up, bounces around, it's caught. Play just exactly the way you're supposed to. I'm looking for a number.
Ryan Revolt's the one that
Revolt,
corralled it,
thank you
jumped
very
on top
much.
of it.
And he did just what you're supposed to do. Don't let the ball play you. You go get it.
Yep, just get on top of it.
And with 2:48 now to go in the football game, St. Mary's will get the football on the Bath 47-yard line. Bath has 2 timeouts left.
I mean, there's still a sliver of hope left because of those 2 timeouts, but you have to force this Rough Rider offense to a 3-and-out.
Bath just went 77 yards in 7 plays. Took them 1:06 to go off the clock. Meinerding turns, hands off, up the middle. Osborne down to the 25-yard line.
Osborne just wanting to call game right there. Fighting off every defender he sees.
And another Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken first down to the 25-yard line. Meinerding over talking to his coach on the sideline. And this will be a take as much time as you can, young man. Back to the line of scrimmage they come. This is Osborne. And once again, he picks up positive yardage. As he gets down, Bath will take a timeout. Timeout for us, too. You're watching high school football on WOSN. We're back at Bath High School. 2:07 to go. The Wildcats have taken their second timeout. St. Mary's picked up 4 on the first down run by number 24, Dominic Osborne. So they're looking at a 2nd and 6. Long count. Handoff, Osborne. He breaks up the middle again. Osborne, will he get to the end zone? He does not, but he picks up a first down inside the 5-yard line.
Don't tell me that young man doesn't want to put this thing away. 2 massive runs on this final drive.
To the 4-yard line, 17-yard pickup. It's first down, and we're under 2 minutes to go. Meinerding spending a lot of time with his coach. The play clock is at 20. Game clock is at 1:40. They will go full house backfield again. Long count, handoff. Burst to the end zone. Osborne, did he get there?
About a yard short.
He is about a yard short. This has been the Dominic Osborne Show. He's carried all 4 times when this drive began back on the Bath 47-yard line. And he is down to the 1-yard line. Osborne scored a touchdown from 23 yards out the last possession that St. Mary's had. And Bath is just letting the clock run right now. They have 1 timeout remaining. Play clock under 10 now. Turns, hands off. Osborne trying to push to the end zone. And I'm looking for a score, for a show from an official. It looks like they're going to mark him short.
Yep.
Now, St. Mary's, did Bath call timeout? I think they did. Bath just took a timeout with 31 seconds to go in the football game, and this is about as close as the end zone as you can get without actually getting there. So you can download the new and improved WSN Scores app with the most up-to-date scores in West Ohio, brought to you by Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken and available in both Android and Apple stores. And Jack McGuire, what does everybody do at halftime in the press box? They grab that app and say, what's going on?
Especially with what we've had tonight.
Oh, my goodness.
We've been checking it constantly.
Saw some scores we just couldn't quite believe at halftime. Of course,
absolutely.
You are familiar with those if you had the app or been paying attention to high school football across the area tonight. Saw Ryan Shadowald here at the game tonight. He does a lot of that app work for us and gets us scores on the ticker. Bath has used their final timeout now with 31 seconds to go. And here is St. Mary's knocking on the door from less than a yard out. Osborne has carried 5 consecutive times, picked up 46 yards to get them to this spot. He's in the backfield again. He's got 1 score this evening. Schmidt's got a score this evening. Mabry's got a couple. And they're just going to go to victory formation and let the clock die. Meinerding under center. I think this is a really classy thing to do, Jack.
I think it is too. You have an easy touchdown looking in front of you with the 3 backs you have, and you're just going to say, hey, good fight. We're done.
And, we're going to win the football game. No sense run to score up on somebody. I think that's a really classy move by Coach Fry.
Very respectable.
St. Mary's will win this football game 37-29. They will go to 8-2 on the season. They will be 7-2 in the Western Buckeye League. Bath will drop to the 5-5 this season. They'll be 5-4 in the Western Buckeye League. Jack McGuire and I'll be back in just a moment. We'll present our Stolly Hustle Award winner and do some final thoughts. You're watching high school football on WOSN. This is one of my favorite sights in high school football, Jack McGuire. Both teams just fought for 48 minutes together, and now they have decided together to kneel and pray. And you know, when two teams who can battle like that can put some differences aside and do that, that's a really positive side to see student-led prayer like that right there.
Absolutely.
Gotta like that. Well, our first order of business then is to present the Stolly Hustle Award winner. You can check out highlights of tonight's Stolly Hustle Award winner on the WSN YouTube page. Well, we looked at a lot of different guys this evening, and we decided to go with number 24 tonight for St. Mary's. That's Dominic Osborne.
Yeah, your go-to guy, your leading rusher on this team. Was able to find the end zone one time, but it was that last drive where he just called game. Big play after big play on the ground. Dominic Osborne, you lean on him to get you those key yardage, and he does the work for St. Mary's, helping them get this win over Bath.
Went over 1,000 yards this evening. In fact, well over 1,000 yards. He only needed 11 yards to get there this evening. Congratulations to the senior. Bath will drop to 5-5 on the season, 5-4. They will make the playoffs in Division 5 Region 20. The question is where they're going to end up having that particular contest. Stay tuned to WSN. You'll be able to find those things out. St. Mary's, they will go to 8-2. They were 7-2 in the Western Buckeye League. After tonight's game, they will probably be hosting a playoff game. And again, wait until we get the official results that come out on Sunday, and then check the WSN webpage for where we'll be heading for games next weekend. Well, thank you, athletic director here. That's Kristen Holt. Does a great job getting things set up. Our sponsors this evening have been Ultimate Outdoor, the People's Bank, Layfeld Industrial, and Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken. The crew here tonight, we had a pair of directors this evening, Jennifer Beck and Megan Sherrick. Our camera people tonight were Jonathan Young and Colin Schmidt. And we appreciate all the work that they did this evening. St. Mary's goes into the playoffs on a winning streak thanks to tonight's victory over Bath. You've been watching high school football on WOSN.